You seem to be a man who hears a thing or two. Have you heard anything about a broken sword blade?
What good is a sword in pieces to anyone? Worthless junk. Only one who'd be interested in that is that blacksmith. And you, apparently. What's that about, then?
Do you know where the pieces of the sword blade are?
I know where one piece is. I've got it. Question is, what will you do to get it?
Did you know Ricardo isn't at his post, at the swamp excavation site?
You telling tales now?
Just being helpful.
Well, unless you've got orders from me, stay out of my business.
I found Dorgan.
Yeah? Where is the lazy bastard?
He's dead. His body's in a cave near the swamp.
Oh, well, if it keeps some swamp creature feeding off my back, it'll be the first useful thing he's done. Now, did he have anything on him? Anything at all?
Yes, I found a very interesting list in his pocket.
Did you now? And where is it?
What's the worry? This protection racket of yours is all approved, isn't it?
You don't want to play games with me. Just give me that list.
All right, here's the list Dorgan had.
You're smart. Were you smart enough not to tell anyone else about this list?
I didn't tell anyone.
And it'll stay that way if you know what's good for you.
Anything else for me to do?
Well, maybe one thing, if you're up to it.
Try me.
Okay. But don't say I didn't warn you. Have you ever collected funds generously donated by those grateful for their security?
Generously donated security funds. You mean protection money?
Shush! Not so bloody loud.
Who are you protecting?
What do you care?
You want me to do this job or not?
Maybe you can succeed where that damn Dorgan failed. Well, all the folks in this camp who ain't fighters, go and tell them their monthly payment is due. Collect it, then bring the gold back to me. Simple.
I'll take the job.
But can I trust you? Could be you're a shifty little fish.
I'll do it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I want it done, and I want it done right.
So about that little job I'm doing for you. What if I run into problems?
It's your job, so it's your problem. I'm owed 200 gold. I don't care how you get it. Squeeze it out of them or find it another way. But don't come back with any less.
Right. Should I collect money from Sam?
No, Sam works for me. Good man. Knows the value of being discreet about his work.
Got it. Who exactly am I meant to be collecting from?
You got a hole in your head? Anyone who isn't one of my boys. Oscar the Smith, the workers, Hawkins, Enrico, Brannan and Dwight, the hunters, Doug and Lewis, and that swamp farmer Robar and his farmhand Obel. And hurry it up.
The Don's wife, Rachel, seems tense about something.
The Don put her in charge of this mess, and if she can't feed people, how can she control anything else? Brogar wants the Don out of the way. Proving Rachel useless only helps him.
About Brogar. Brogar's demanding protection money from people and wants me to collect it.
You need Brogar on your side, but you don't want to end up like Dorgan.
Dorgan?
Dorgan was the last one to collect protection money for Brogar. Now he's disappeared.
Dorgan is dead. I found him in a cave.
Well, protection rackets aren't known for being safe things to get involved in.
It looked like wild animals had killed him.
Be careful. You don't want to end up like that.
Thanks. That advice isn't exactly easy to follow. Brogar's fighters are staging fights in the arena. Would the Don approve of that?
You'd have to ask Rachel. But it might be something you can hold against Brogar. You could use it to stop Brogar. If you challenged him to combat and won, that would embarrass him in front of everyone. But it wouldn't be easy.
That's an understatement.
Well, you started on this path. Every man chooses his destination. Where are you going?
Whatever happens, I'll need to train.
A man needs skills, and with the path you've chosen, you'll need more skills than most.
There is no way I can beat Brogar with this useless equipment.
If you're after a better blade, Oscar the Smith will sell you one. If that fails, you'll need another line of attack. Magic. Try talking to Robar, the swamp farmer. He knows about magic, and as he's outside the camp, people won't hear you buying stuff.
Can you teach me to hunt?
Sure you wouldn't rather chop wood?
I was thinking more of hunting.
Then you're talking to the right man.
Can you teach me about hunting? Teach me the right way to sneak.
Moving quietly is about balance. Put your feet down, toes first. Watch where you step in. Brushing twigs underfoot can be noisy and give you away. So move slowly and watch your path.
Show me how to gut animals.
You slit the prey from the head toward the back. Then you pull the hide from the body with a jerk. With the right equipment, you can also remove animals' horns or teeth. Many hunters will sell you the necessary tools.
Brogar sent me to collect the money you owe him.
So, he's got you working for him. Thought you might have a bit more sense. Here, take it. Hope you choke on it.
Let's trade. I'll need your protection money for this month.
We work, we feed you, bring you wood, and you still screw us workers for gold.
I'm here for Brogar's money.
What? Running Brogar's errands is no way to make friends here. Now they've got you collecting gold.
Whatever you say. Now give me the money.
Here, and I hope a geiger bites you in the arse.
Brogar wants his protection money.
Here, take it, and leave me in peace.
Your protection money is due. Hand it over.
Yeah, here you are. Don't need to get rough.
Here, one beer for some information.
Hey, you got one. You're beautiful.
I'm looking for some pieces of a sword blade. Old, decorated with gold.
They're everywhere. Everyone's got one. Well, not Hawkins. Or Jan. Or Rachel. Or Craig has one. I've seen it. It's quite big. And that moron has one as well.
What moron?
Dorgan. He's got a piece, moron. Of course Brogar has one. You'd have to take him apart to get it. And me, I've got one too.
You have one. I'll give you a beer for the piece of swordblade.
No way! What do you think I am, an idiot? It's easily worth 2.
Here, 2 beers.
Beer! Beer! Here you go.
I don't have anything to ask at the moment.
That's too bad.
Shouldn't you be hunting?
Damn it, don't you start. Everything's going to hell, and I'm supposed to go hunting? No way! I'd rather sit here and have a little drinky-dinky-doo.
It's time to stop drinking and start hunting. Move it.
Whoa! You're starting to sound unfriendly. If you got some hunting you need doing, do it yourself.
Get hunting, or I'll get unpleasant.
Wait!
I'm waiting.
What? Right. You go and deal with these rats. They're over the... south of here. If you come back, I'll give you 30 cold groins. What do you think?
Those furry little rats you were worried about, they won't be looking at you funny again.
Hey, that was fast. You're a pretty good hunter. Here, 30 gold coins.
That's only 25.
Yeah? Oh, well, it's all I've got. I had 30 once.
Brogar wants his money.
Take my gold. Take everything. But leave me alone.
I'm afraid none of the fighters will come to help you.
Oh, yeah. I thought so. For fighters, they aren't very keen on fighting. Thanks for trying, though.
I'm here to collect you-know-what, Brannon. Pay up.
Brogar got you collecting now, has he? Okay, I'll pay. But I actually want protecting this time.
I want to improve my fighting skills. Teach me sword fighting.
Right. I'm going to tell you how to counter parry. If you're taking flurries of blows, you need to knock your opponent's weapon aside. Do this, he's unprotected, so you must attack. It's not easy to do. You need a feel for the right moment to parry and attack. Practice it and it will help you. But remember, it only works if you're being attacked. And if your opponent tries to parry, you won't get a chance to do it.
What have you got to trade? Hey.
Hey, what? You better be from Hawkins. I need those crates moving.
I've just arrived here. I'm not from anyone.
Lazy, more like. Bet you never done a decent day's work in your life.
What crates?
The ones full of artifacts? What else are we moving? Damn Hawkins. His workers should have delivered them by now. I knew it was too much responsibility for the old coot.
So you're in charge of moving boxes, right?
They're not just any old boxes. They're full of artifacts from the excavation sites. They get dug up, they come to me, and then they go to the Don.
Oh, so you're not even moving boxes for yourself, then?
When you get an important role here, then you can make jokes. Until then, shut your bleeding mouth.
What's in these artifact crates?
Puppets. Artifacts, what do you think, genius? Everything that's dug up from the ruins gets crated up, but keep your mitts off them. If you're looking for gold, then do some work. You dig for the Don, then you'll get your share.
I'll think about it. Let's talk sensibly. I could help you get your crates.
Think you can? All right. We'll get going and get them moving.
No sense in asking if you know the magic word.
What magic word? Here, you're not with that Inquisition lot, are you? Look, I'll have no magical nonsense around here.
I sorted out your crate delivery problem.
Really? Well, thanks. Good to see someone's applying themselves. Tell you the truth, I ain't sure why the Don wants all this gold. Ain't like there's much to spend it on in a swamp.
Not that I've seen.
Anyway, you've put me in a generous mood. Here's a little advance on your share.
Do you owe Brogar some protection money?
For what? I don't need that great lummox to protect me.
Brogar's collecting protection money.
I have my suspicions. Some of the men go through their gold almost as quickly as I pay them. Tell Rachel. Brogar needs sorting out. Nothing but trouble.
I'm sure he'll get what's coming to him.
Well, if there's any justice, he will. But justice ain't too common around here anymore.
Anyone gets in my room, anyone.
Well, look who's come over, old Chatty.
New here, right?
It's that easy to tell.
Ah. Don's boys already got on your nerves, eh? They're just bored. No imagination, you see.
What do you do here?
I tend the bruggelweed here on Robar's farm. It's not the most noble of plants, but it's versatile. You can brew beer with it. You can, should you be of a mind, smoke it as well. The smoke has special properties, if you know what I mean.
What do you know about the Don?
I know enough not to mess with him. We used to be out here all alone, until they swept in and took the place over. But stick to his rules and he's a good man, if a hard taskmaster. Working in the fields isn't easy, but it gets you away from people. Space to think.
Can you sell me some weed or beer?
Surely can. And I have more to sell as well, if you're interested.
Who is Robar?
He's a salt-of-the-earth fellow. He farms this swamp. Well, this field.
Give me your protection money.
All right. I really don't want any nastiness.
What do you have to sell?
That look. You've come for protection money.
I'm here to collect your protection money.
What? Don't tell me you're one of Brogar's henchmen.
Let's say business partner in training.
Well, I'm sure you have your reasons. But if you want protection money, first I need some protection. I've got bog bodies wandering all over my farm. They were over by the waterfall this morning, and I don't call letting bog bodies wander around protection.
I'll take care of the bog bodies. Then we'll talk about the gold.
Over by the waterfall. Good luck.
Is this your land?
It's me that farms it. Then I use the Brugal weed that grows here to make beer.
I've heard that you trade with novices.
I do, but visitors have been rare lately.
I'm looking for magical items.
Who told you to come here? I get it. None of my business. As it happens, I do have some scrolls to sell.
What can you tell me about the area around here?
You haven't been here long, have you? Let's see. Well, the boys in the camp all work for Don Esteban. They're collecting everything they can find made of gold. The Don must have a fortune in that temple by now.
Do you work for the Don?
Me? I've been on this farm all my life. One day, these ruins rise up out of the ground, all over the place. Then Don Esteban comes here. At least he keeps these creatures from the temple away.
Where did the gold the Don's collecting come from?
From those temple ruins, the ones that rose from the ground. They say there are treasures there, and creatures.
Could you teach me to make beer?
I suppose, if you have a basic knowledge of alchemy, but it would take you years to learn properly.
What's Brugal weed?
They call it a weed, but it's not. Mostly grows in the swamp or along rivers. But you can find it most anywhere. Looks useless, but you can't get hops out here. Well, not cheap you can't. And this stuff will do the trick.
Is your beer any good?
There were those on the mainland who thought so. Barleyman's export, they called it, till the island was cut off. Every time you think you're getting ahead, life just drags you down. Which reminds me, the camp is waiting for a delivery. I don't suppose you'd be interested in dropping some bottles off for me?
Why does everyone here see a new face and just assume I'll do jobs for them?
'Cause you need people that will owe you favours.
Favours?
You never know when you'll need them. Take these 10 bottles to Rachel, the camp cook. I need 50 gold coins for them, so I can pay my damn protection money.
All right, but one day I'll want to collect that favour.
Of course. Here's the beer. And don't forget, 50 gold pieces.
50. Yeah, I'll remember that. You can relax. I dealt with those bog bodies.
Now that is a relief. I knew you weren't all bad. Here, take this as a thank you.
Thanks. But I am still going to need that protection money.
Here, take it. I hope I can get some peace now.
Maybe I could help you gather some Brugelweed.
Well, it would save me some time. All right. But I need deliveries of 10 plants. I'll give you 70 gold coins for every 10 you bring.
I have some Brugelweed for you.
Good job. Here's your gold. I can always use more plants. There are plenty of people who like beer. If you find more, you know the price.
The swamp farmer sent me with 10 bottles of beer.
Ah, I wondered when that was going to arrive. Thank you. That saved me a walk.
Robar wants 50 gold coins for the beer.
That's pricey. Guess even Robar can't afford to be giving away things free at the moment. Here you go. Thanks for doing the legwork.
I delivered your beer.
Yeah? But did you get my gold?
Yes, here it is.
That's a sight. Now I can get Brogar off my back. Thank you. I won't forget this. Consider a favour owed.
About your camp. Your deliveries of artifact crates will be starting again.
Thanks. I didn't want to worry Esteban about that. Not after everything that's happened.
By the way, Brogar has ordered me to collect protection money for him.
What? Really? And who are you supposed to collect it from?
From all the men here who aren't one of his fighters.
He's really gone too far this time. How long has he been getting money from them?
No idea.
All right, just play along. Collect the gold and find out who's not paying so willingly. Then we might be able to put a nail in Brogar's coffin. He's not taking over this camp. Not while I live.
I certainly wouldn't want to see him with any real power. So about that little job I'm doing for you. There's no one left to collect from.
Right. So where's my 200 gold coins?
I did the work. I'm keeping the gold.
I knew you were shifty. Think you can get one over on Brogar, eh? Well, you got a big shock coming, little fish, when you least expect it.
Brogar, I challenge you to fight me in the arena.
You ain't worth the walk.
I fought and defeated all your fighters. Will you face me now, or are you a coward?
Show a little respect, little fish. I'll fight you. Maybe that way I can teach you some respect. Hope you're ready for this. Ah! Ah! Yeah! Ah! 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 Not bad. I'm impressed. Stay in my good books and I can make something of a scrapper like you.
I think I can make something of myself.
You get too cocky with people, it'll be a grave you're making for yourself.
Hey, I took the liberty of lifting that piece of the sword blade from you.
You thieving bastard. Rob a man when he's down, would you?
You'd have done the same to me, Brogar. About Brogar. I defeated Brogar in the arena.
I did hear that. That must have been some battle. Now keep the pressure on him. You're getting close to nailing the bugger.
By the way, I collected all the money for Brogar. Now what?
If my husband learns about this, he'll have Brogar killed on the spot. Then he'll give me hell for not keeping an eye on things. Perhaps if you go to Brogar and tell him what you know, threaten to pass it on to Esteban, maybe he might buckle. That would help keep things calm here for a while at least.
Well, I'll try talking to him. I'm thinking maybe I should tell the Don what I know, Brogar.
About what? My protective, supportive funds? You think he'd believe a little fish like you over me?
We'll see, shall we?
Look, let's not get into a fight over this. I ain't forgotten the last one. I'll quieten things down, okay? Just don't think you can keep pissing me off.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Right. Good. Glad we got that clear.
I told Rachel about your bets.
Are you out of your mind?
What? I didn't know it was such a big deal.
Big deal? The Don has forbidden gambling, especially for gold.
But I thought everyone...
You didn't think at all. You better go back to Rachel and straighten this out. Go on, talk to Rachel. Get this sorted.
I want to make a bet. So, anyone else for me to fight?
Nah, no one springs to mind. Surely you've got other things to get on with. People like you usually have.
By the way, you were right. Brogar folded.
Thank you. That will help calm things for now. Don't worry, that's not an end to it. When he's least expecting it, I'll slip something in his food. I know poisons that will work slowly to turn a person inside out over several weeks.
I might just stay away from your cooking in the future.
Here, you've earned a reward. Oh, and one more thing. Don't let Esteban know about this. He'd just blame me.
I'm not interested in getting you in trouble.
Now that's out of the way, I'd better get back to work. Thanks for all your help. You find anything else? Let me know.
I need a place to sleep.
Take Brogar's hut. I don't think anyone's going to dispute your right to it.
Well, I arrived here with just a mouthful of sand. So a shack in the swamp is a step up, I suppose. Let Sam go hunting.
Okay. Aren't you the soft-hearted one?
Looks like you're moving on, Brogar. The Don's given me your hut.
You better watch your step, little fish, 'cause as soon as you stumble, my blade will be waiting.
Yeah. Don't think I won't be ready for you.
You won't see me coming, little fish.
You can stop worrying about Brogar. I've dealt with him.
You're quite something. With him gone, I just hope the Don will find his old self again. But that's me talking about us, and I get the sense you've already outgrown us. You've got a spirit of adventure. This swamp isn't going to be good enough for you. Well, guess I better get back to my own work, eh? Good luck with wherever you go.
About your camp.
You don't have to worry about your food supplies anymore. Sam is back out hunting.
So I heard. You've got a knack for this. Here, take this gold. Don't spend it too quickly.
I've got everyone back to work on the tasks you'd given them.
Well, you're not like everyone else around here, are you? I'm impressed.
There has to be more that needs doing.
Single-minded, aren't you? No, but here's something as a thanks. Hopefully this camp will run a little smoother from now on.
So have I done enough to get to see the Don?
And how do I explain letting you in without him finding out how bad things have got here? Look, if you really want to see him, between you and me, he's obsessed with gathering treasure. If you can get something he wants, he'll see you. Go and see our smith, Oscar. I'm sure he can point you in the right direction.
I now have all the pieces of the sword blade.
I was right. It is a beautiful piece of work. Good job it has me to return some life to it, eh? And you still standing there staring at me? Supposes I owe you some sort of reward? Come back when I've finished the sword. I'll show you what a true craftsman can make. Here, from the ashes comes the phoenix, eh? Fucking beautiful, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Isn't it? Give it back to me now. You don't want to scratch that.
Thanks. It has a good balance. Here you go.
Yeah, the Donny's gonna be one happy man when he claps his peepers on this.
If I wanted the sword, what would it cost me?
What would you want with this? It's for the Don. Now I get you. You want to use this as your way to see him.
How much?
You couldn't afford this.
How much?
All right, 200. There's a lot of effort went into that.
200 gold coins. All right, give me the sword.
Who did you steal that pile from? All right, here's the sword. But you make sure you tell the Don who made it, all right?
I want to learn metalworking from you.
Maybe it would help to have someone around. But you give me even 2 halfpennies of shit, and you're out.
You're the smith. I want to learn metalworking from you. Teach me how to pick locks.
Many locks have a bolt that you have to push down in order to be able to open the lock. Then you can poke in all directions with your lockpick until the lock is open. But be careful. If you push in the wrong direction, the lockpick may break.
Can you show me how to pick difficult locks?
The principle is the same. Push down the bolt and then try to crack the lock with the lockpick. Of course, these locks are a lot more complicated. Locks like that are expensive, so they often guard valuable things.
I want to improve my fighting skills. What have you got to trade? I want to improve my fighting skills. Teach me sword fighting.
You attack your opponent from the front, right? You'll need to do more than that.
Such as what?
Try attacking from the side. Mix it up to surprise your opponent, and you can use the momentum of a lateral blow to carry out a second stroke. Use your whole body and you'll do more damage.
I heard the Don was interested in a sword. A golden sword. Well, I've got it.
Are you serious? So you actually found all the pieces? That's amazing. You can't even tell it was broken. Oscar certainly knows his metals.
Surely this is enough to get me an audience with the Don.
Are you kidding? He'll probably divorce me and marry you.
I'm guessing that means I can go in.
Stop where you are. You ain't going another step closer to the Don.
Guarding. Guess that's a really important job.
Most important in the camp. I make sure people don't just stroll in to see the Don. He's very against strolling in, and I'm not pissing Rachel off or I won't get any grub. So, move along.
Rachel says I can talk to the Don.
Really? And I'm just supposed to believe you, eh?
Shall I bring her here? I'm sure she'd be delighted to know her orders aren't being followed.
Yeah, all right. I get the picture. Go in, but don't annoy him, or Rachel will be serving up both our guts for lunch.
Gold and water, the secret treasures of the desert.
Is it your habit to walk into places unannounced? Who are you?
A castaway. I've come to offer you my services.
A castaway? I need true men. Lucky men. You saw your ship wrecked beneath you. Do you see that as luck?
When all but one other died and I lived, I call that luck.
Well, I suppose we're all castaways on this island. Castaway by life, now castaway by those stones. I'll give you a chance, castaway. Prove your luck to me.
I have brought you the sword you were searching for.
This is Oscar's work. I can see that right away. We both sought this sword since we heard of it. Now here it is in my hands. Yeah, you deserve a little gold for bringing this to me. Pride gets eaten alive in this damn swamp. It gets swallowed by anger, poisoned by idleness. Sometimes I think Fincher is the only man-jack of them left with any self-worth. And Fincher told me that you have pride. But do you have substance? I am in need of pride. So I shall give you a chance to prove yourself, castaway.
I'd like to know more about what's happening here. Why are you and your men in this swamp?
The Inquisitor has his claws stuck deep into the flesh of this island, a firm grip on the harbour town and the monastery. Well, that's what he thinks. That's what others see. The Inquisition's numbers growing, men dragged into his service. What I see is a man making enemies, a man wasting his strength against the creatures in the ruins. So we wait here, the spider in the corner of the web, and we bide our time.
What is the Inquisitor looking for in the temple ruins?
White robes take everything they discover to the monastery, and there the mages are working to unlock some secret. This much I do know. So far, they've avoided this temple. But for how much longer?
Do the White Robes attack you and your men?
Right now, they're avoiding open war. But if they don't find what they're searching for elsewhere, I'm sure we can expect their eyes to turn to us.
What was it like before the Inquisitor was here?
Corrupt as any land ruled from the mainland. Governor after governor bleeding the people, courting favor. When their men, the garrison, were withdrawn to the mainland, we were ready. I took control. In the name of the people, the brothels were clean, the prices fair. Men had dignity, pride, and the earth shook. The temple ruins rose, and the Inquisition and all their ways came after them. Why here? Of all the places they could have gone, why did they come here? The Inquisitor is hiding something from us. But I shall find a secret, and in the meantime I shall strip as much as I can from those ruins. With gold. With gold, you can fight power.
What do you plan to do?
I want my town back. It is our town. It belongs to the people of this island, not the mainland. For that reason, I left some of my men there when we withdrew, gathering intelligence, frustrating the plans of the Inquisition. They were supposed to be sending me information, but I've heard little recently. These aren't times when plans run smoothly.
How can I help you?
Find out what is happening in Harbour Town. Find my men. I have no idea if my men are alive, in prison, dead, or worse, if they have defected. Go there. Discover the truth for me.
What are the names of your men in Harbour Town?
No, I don't trust you well enough for that. Go to the town and find them. And if you don't, and you are captured, without names, there is still a chance they can stay free. I won't put my men in danger.
How do I get into Harbour Town without being seen by the Inquisition?
The town's rear gate is guarded by the Old Town Watch. They are men without a master, and their loyalty can be bought with a little gold.
When everyone is corrupt, in gold you trust. About your pile of gold.
You will be paid your due. Or was there more to that question than greed?
Nothing. It was just a question.
So even you have secrets to keep.
If I'm to serve, I'll need better armor.
Favors are earned. Prove your value and favor will follow.
I am willing to go to the town for you.
Good. Go and find if my people are still loyal. One more thing.
Yes.
The Inquisitor. Gather all the information you can about him. Here in this hole, I am deaf and blind. I have to know what that fanatic is planning. For my people. For my island.
Do not touch what is not yours.
That's a lot of gold you have there.
It is from the ruins. The Don's men gather it like bees. I am the bee's sting.
How did an ogre wind up guarding gold for an outlaw?
Don Esteban saved my life. Now I owe him that life. I, Caracos, work for Don Esteban and for my honor.
The Don must trust you to leave you with all his gold.
Don Esteban says there is no one better than Caracos. Honor is what matters to me. Gold does not bring honor, only greed.
Looks like the Don couldn't have found a better guard.
Some people have tested Caracos. None have passed.
I can believe that.
The disloyal find death. The loyal I train to defend Don Esteban.
You train the men here?
Don Esteban needs strong arms and sharp axes.
I want to improve my fighting skills.
So, the Don's giving you a chance.
Yes.
Lucky you.
Lucky me.
I know what it looks like, him skulking in that temple. Let me give you some advice. Don't underestimate him. He's just waiting for the right time. This island is the Don's, and he's going to take it back.
What do you do for the Don?
I take care of things for him. Keep an eye on people. Right now, that mostly means the Inquisition, these white robes. These excavation sites are on our island. What right have the Inquisition to take everything? If you're not going to let them take you, you best get yourself some training.
Are you expecting the Inquisition to attack you?
They're building up their forces, pushing closer every day. It's only a matter of time before they try and overrun us.
What do you mean they're taking everything?
They're everywhere. A group of them even settled not far from the swamp in the southeast. They've been looting the temple ruin that shot out of the ground there. If we could capture that outpost, it would keep them off us for a little longer, give those beasts a chance to whittle down their numbers.
Why haven't you captured it? Who is supposed to keep the white robes away?
Brogar and his fighters.
Brogar won't risk himself. Brogar is out to look after himself. He won't risk himself or his men.
And who, in your opinion, should lead his fighters?
I'll do it.
You will.
No one else here is doing anything. Someone needs to lead.
It's time for action. All right, go. Tell the fighters I sent you. Lead that attack. And get those white robes off our backs.
What can I do for you? Perhaps some healing?
You're a mage, and you serve the dog.
Someone has to take care of the boys here. It falls to me to do so. It's an honor. And it allows me to do what I need to. The boys here are a little exuberant, but we have an arrangement. I heal them, and they leave me to carry out my studies in peace.
You study?
Certainly. There is much to discover here. Like, for example, the magic barrier in the lower vaults.
What magic barrier?
They were clever, the builders of this place. They did not rely on just iron and stone to keep people out. They knew the power of magic, too. If you ever venture deeper into the temple, you'll find that out. And this isn't the only place on the island they protected with magic.
What can you tell me about the monastery?
It was a place of reflection and study, a place of meditation. Now, though, it is little more than a brutal training ground for the Inquisitor, where once silence and thought reigned. Now there is the sound of quarterstaffs clashing as the Order's warriors practice. But there are those there who remain studious, who keep the Order's knowledge.
Is there anyone there who will share this knowledge?
You could try Master Illuma. He teaches scroll making. Simple magic it may be, but it would be a good idea not to underestimate the power of scrolls.
Thank you. I will talk to him if I see him.
I would. You won't regret it.
What must I do to acquire the skills needed in magic?
That path leads you to the harbour town. I think you should start your search for magic there.
What can you offer for healing?
I have potions to ease your wounds. I'm well versed in the art of alchemy and prepare all potions myself.
Do you have things to sell?